What's up, everybody? It's out in the garage again, sweating. We got these two here ready to go. Probably do some riding when the wife gets out of work. 5th of July, 2024. So what we've got going on today is actually getting this POS to work on the road. So I've had this thing for going on 3 years now. Even with a steering stabilizer, everything, I've tried everything. I even made a ball bearing kit that goes inside there to make the turning absolutely butter. It doesn't matter. Wobbles to kill you. So then I found out, after getting the lasers out, that the front end is crooked. I don't know if you can see it here, but you look at the distance at the top of the pipe versus the down at the towards the bottom. Probably better on the other side. When you look here, it's a lot easier to see. Up top, they're touching. Down here, it's like a 1/4 inch forward. So my forks are twisted. From the factory, or GTs, Compton, whatever, forks are fucked up. That's why this POS will not run straight. So I got a set of these on this bike I made a long time ago, e-bike. We just never use them anymore. It's just, gas ones are way more fun. So I'm gonna pull this apart for parts and stuff, put them forks on here so we can actually ride this bike. Stay tuned. All right, so we got the front end off of here. Now we're gonna swap the wheels around and get the spacers right, all that good stuff, and then put it on there. All right, so as you can see, we got the neck off, or the bars, and Gts Frame is literally a bolt and a piece of metal. So make sure you grease the hell out of that. I mean, there's some resistance. You really need to prep this really well in order for it to work right. All right, so one thing I've noticed is that when you put these forks on a Gts Frame, they're way too low. Axle hole is a good, I don't know, 4 inches lower in the front than the rear axle position. Every time I turn around, this frame just, whatever. So we got things lined up a little better. I just put a bunch of washers in there to raise it up a bit. So things are working, but just in these, I mean, cheap frames, they, you know, everything is how tight you have it. You can't get anything really tight because it won't turn. So we got the right bearings in the wheel now. We're just going to run it old school. As you can see, we got it ready to go. I think I'm going to take the stabilizer off. I don't think we're going to need that. Hopefully this fixes everything. So let's do some math here. We got to get our spacers the right size. So I use one of these little tape measures and measure just right from the edge of the bearing to the edge of the other bearing. And that gave us 2 7/8 inches. Okay. Then I measure the opening in between the two forks, which gave us 7 3/8 inches. So when you subtract 2 7/8 from 7 3/8, you get 4.5 inches. That divided by 2, because 2 spacers is 2 1/4 inches. So we need 2 spacers that are 2 1/4 inches long. I was going to put these purpley frickin' things on here, but Jesus, it's starting to get away from me. And I don't really like the straight bar look on this one. So, decided that I would just make my own bars. I could do the other one. So I did this one a little different than the other ones. It's still a Y shape, but just a little more old school, a little more vertical. As you can see, we got the bars bent up. Ready to go. I put a thumb throttle on it. I did that because I really like these hand grips. These are Rock Bros. They're like a foam. Man, they're really nice. Thumb throttle. Yeah, buddy. We'll see if she can actually run.